Hello, today is Tuesday, September 24th, about 9 p.m. I had technical difficulties with my previous video, so I decided to record again. My previous video was regarding respecting other people's perspectives. A few years ago, I had this conversation with my sister regarding respecting other people's point of view, so I wanted to share that with you. I was trying to think of a way to communicate that to you effectively, and I came up with this. So here is a fan. Now if you would ask me, what do I see? I would say I see a fan. It's pink at the top, it's white at the bottom, it has a little gold ring at the bottom, and there's about 12 sticks, and there's one stick on the end that has some gold design. Now, if I ask you what you see, you would possibly say, I see a fan. It's pink at the top. It's white at the bottom. However, it has gold design at the top. It has gold design at the bottom on the white. It has a gold ring at the bottom as well. And then on the end, there's another stick that has gold design. Now, what I saw is really my truth. That is really what I see. What you see is your truth. That's really what you would see. Now, because we're seeing it from two different perspectives, we see something different. Now, there is something that's in common that we would both agree on. We would both agree it is a fan. It is pink at the top, it's white at the bottom, and it has a little gold ring. So that's the commonality that we have that we can agree on, because that is a real truth. But because we are looking at it from a different perspective, a different point of view, we see it a little bit differently. So the dictionary describes a perspective as a particular attitude towards something. It is your stance, your vantage point, the way you feel about something. So we can have different perspectives, and what we see or how we feel is actually valid. The thing that we need to do is to be able to come to a common ground and know, okay, we can agree on this. Sometimes you have to agree to disagree, and that's okay. But what one person is sharing with you is actually valid because that is their truth. And then there are different things that can affect our perspective. Distance can affect your perspectives. Can you see it clearly? Do you wear glasses? Is something blocking your view? And one of the things that I would use as an example on distance, if you are too far away, of course you can't see something. That means I would use that as saying if you too far away from something, you getting it secondhand. You're getting the information secondhand. You weren't actually there to see it. If you're too close, see, if I put that too close, you can't see it either. You don't see the big picture. You see a portion of it, but you don't see the big picture. For me personally, when I'm dealing with something that I feel like I'm too close to, I call my daughter or my best friend to get their opinion. Because it's like, what, I'm emotionally involved in this, so I can't see. I can't be objective. And sometimes we can be too close to a situation. So if somebody is discussing something with you, it may set you off, it may trigger something in you and you get upset to what they said. It may not actually be that particular situation. It may be something from your past that triggered you because you're too close. It was too close to what you was familiar with from your past. Another thing is getting it secondhand. The person that's giving you the information. Say if you was looking at an object and you couldn't see because you wear glasses. Do they wear glasses as well? Can they see clearly? Are they reliable? Is this a source that you can trust? Something that can block our perspective is when you receive the information, are you tired? Are you hungry? Were you in a bad mood when you received it? All of these kind of things can affect the way that we receive it or not receive something that someone is trying to communicate to us. But the goal is to find a commonality, and in some cases it may be we just have to agree to disagree. But we need to respect the other person's point of view because it is actually their truth. One of the things that I would say is we actually need people to think differently from us. If everybody thought the same, there would be no innovation, there would be no new ideas, there would be nothing, there would be no progression. We would just stay stuck. Because remember, healthy things grow, and growing things change. So we actually need other people in our life that think differently from us, because it actually kind of keeps us on our toes. It challenges us to think, a little bit differently, and we need that. One of the ways that I look at it is, if you have one idea and I have one idea, we each have one idea. But if you have one idea and I have one idea and we put them together, we have two ideas. We each have two ideas. Now, the thing that happens is when people get upset with you because you don't agree with them, they want to blow out your candle. But blowing out your candle is not going to make their candle shine brighter. The thing to do is put the two candles together, then you have more light. And what I mean by that, say if you're in a relationship and you have two different backgrounds. One person is like, just say corporate. The other one is urban or hip hop. So you put these two people together. They are different, but they both can be an asset to each other, because the person that's in the hip hop may want to reach out to the corporate, but they can't communicate with corporate because that's not their world. But they have a corporate person in their life that can communicate to corporate for them. And the person in the corporate world may want to reach out to somebody in the hip hop world, but because that's not their world, having the hip hop person is an asset to them, because they can reach that group of people. So having the two different people together can be an asset because it allows you to reach a wider range of people. You don't have to see it as a negative. You should look at it as an opportunity to grow, because, like I said, you putting the two together gives you more light. Now, one of the things that I would like to say is some people today feel like if you don't agree with them, that you don't have an open mind. That's not what having an open mind means. It doesn't mean I have to agree with everything you say. In my opinion, having an open mind means you can share with me how you feel, give me your truth. I can listen to it. I can repeat back to you what you said, ask you for clarity. Is this what you were trying to communicate with me? And still decide to say, you know what, that's not going to work for me. I can still disagree with you. It does not mean what you are offering is not a good thing, or a bad thing. It just means it's not right for me. And so because I'm respecting how you feel and that's your truth, you should actually respect how I feel, because that's my truth as well. Again, it's not perspective. There's not like a right or a wrong. It's just a difference. People are different. It doesn't mean one person is better than the other one. It just means that they're different. And to me, the difference can be a beautiful thing. Again, if we didn't have any people that were different from us, if everyone was the same, there would be no growth. And sometimes people feel pressured to not share how they actually feel. They go along to get along. And what they may have to say is valid, but they feel intimidated to share how they feel. They may disagree with someone, but they just going along with it because they want to get along with them. And they're unhappy, unfulfilled, because that's not how they truly feel. And we should not put people in that kind of situation where they feel like, you know what, I don't want to rock the boat, so I'm gonna go over here and hang out with these people, or because I want to fit in, with the group, or fit in with that person. And that's really not fair. Um, Again, we shouldn't see the conflict. We shouldn't see it as conflict. We should just see it as being different, and we should look at it as an opportunity to grow, because, in my opinion, that's a beautiful thing. Another thing I would like to say, if you honestly ask yourself, be honest with yourself, and ask yourself, if the world's progression depended on my scope of knowledge, what condition would the world be in? Really, think about that. Now, another thing I kind of want to touch on as far as perspectives and stuff is, sometimes we have those people. I know people that really get angry about this one, that come to us and ask us for our opinion over and over again, and they never take it. So I don't, but I know people get upset. They're like, you know what? They always asking me for my opinion. They don't ever take it. They go and do the same thing again. I'm not going to tell them anything anymore. I'm just let them, mess up. And when they come back, I'm going to say, I told you so. You shouldn't look at it like that. Now, Ecclesiastes 3:1 tells us that to everything there is a season, which means there's an appointed time for everything. These people didn't get it because it wasn't time for them to get it. So I always like to say, we don't get it till we get it. One of the things I would like for you to look at it as, you planted a seed. So when we plant seeds, say you have a garden, you plant a seed. It's not going to grow overnight, but it is in there, and it's growing. We just can't see it. But that seed was planted. Now, this individual that you've been giving advice to over and over again, they never took it. They may come to you one day and say, you know what, I was talking to so-and-so, and they told me this, and then it's like, it just changed my life. And then you looking at them like, what? I've been telling you the same thing for years, and you didn't listen to me. And then you mad at them because, they took the advice from someone else. Don't get upset with them. Remember, it's seed time and harvest, and the goal is for them to get it. Look at it as look at it like this. Say you had planted the seed, it was in there in the ground, and it was growing and growing. We don't see anything, but this rain come in. And when the rain come in, the next day, it pops up. So this person that came into their life, they came into their life when they were ready to receive it. It was their time. It was time for it to come into fruition. So you should look at it as, you know what? I'm planting a seed. They may not take that seed right now. It's not ready to come into fruition right now. But it's in there. Trust me, it's in there and it's working. So just think about that. The last thing I would like to share with you is, again, on the disagreements with other people, and you kind of feeling like, how can I put this? Okay, there was a saying years ago that if you are the smartest person in your circle, you need to get a new group of friends. And I think that's true. We should always want to be better. We should want to grow. We should want to be our best selves. And people that's opposite of us can challenge us to that. They can challenge you to become the best you that you can be. And I think that can be a beautiful thing. And don't see it as a challenge. well, don't see it as a negative, but see it as a positive. You know, this person is making me think. You know, see it that way and try to actually look at it from their point of view. You know, listen to it. I'm not saying that you have to agree, you know, with everything. I am interested. I'd love to read. The library is my friend. So I take in all kinds of information with a grain of salt. I don't necessarily believe everything that I see or hear, but I find it interesting, you know, to hear things from their perspective. Years ago, I'm going to say that and I'm going to get off. Years ago, I used to teach a class, a little Sunday school class with little kids. See, you can always learn. You can learn from them. They are like the best teachers because their perspective is like so honest. And before they would leave out the classroom, I would ask them, well, what did you get from the lesson? Most of them got something different. And it's like, okay, I didn't know that's what I said, but I'm glad that's what you got from it. So, again, when you're communicating to someone, it may not necessarily be what they hear. I may say something to you. Depending on where you are, again, that block, it may not be what I actually said. It may not be what I was trying to communicate to you. You may have taken it wrong simply because of where you were, you know, how you was feeling about a particular situation at a certain time. It's unfortunate that we do that, but I would say try to listen to the other person's perspective. Know that what they're saying is actually their truth. And just as you want them to respect your truth, please respect the other person's truth as well. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's kind of long again. If you like it, hit the like button. If you would like to share it with someone you think it may help to kind of help settle disputes, please share the video as well. Again, thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoy the video.